Has this always been a part of life, or where did this come from?
No. I was raised on nothing. Mom was raised Mormon, dad was raised Catholic. So Sundays for us was just watching football and eating McDonald's. But if I stayed the night with this grandmother, I went to the LDS service. If I stayed the night with this grandma, I went to mass. If I
Ah,
went out and partied and stayed the night at this friend's house, went to their Presbyterian service. Um, so I had like little bits of exposure to the gospel
so
throughout
your Saturday
childhood.
night dictated your Sunday experience.
Yep, yep,
Oh
100%.
man.
Um, and then it was at junior college that I happened upon somebody who invited me to a young adult group. I was like, yeah, sure, sounds great. And so started doing that. Started to date this woman, and then we broke up. And I had a friend, like, come to me when I'm crying. He's like, "Do you want to give your heart to the Lord?" I was like, "Yes, yes." And
Yes, I do.
so I said the sinner's prayer. Still not 100% what that meant, because I was like 3 or 4 months into
Right.
just being exposed to church culture stuff. And actually, a friend called me within that time period. Was like, "You're a Christian now. How's that feel?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, good, great, thank you." Still not understanding like what it was that made that switch, but
Hmm.
continued to attend, continued to read the Bible for like really the first time in my life. And so that was in 2008 that happened, and stuck with
That
it.
was
And God has done
2008.
crazy things. Yep. Yeah, I was
Wow. So that wasn't
19.
that wasn't all that long before you got into ministry then.
Yeah, yeah. I started
Because
to
you
like
started working at
intern
the Cove in
2009,
like
2010.
2010, something like that.
That was 2016.
Okay, so that was later, but you started working in ministry just a couple years after this
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, like 2 or 3 years. Started to intern, stuff like that. Went
Nice.
to
Where'd you
Bible
intern?
college. At the house.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
house,
Yep.
Calvary. Was it chapel or temple before it was
Temple.
temple? Right.
Yeah.
It's one of the first places I worked. Was at the house once I got my
Yeah.
graphic design degree and thought I was all cool.
Yeah, buddy. Yep.
So
Yeah.
so the house, now that's
Yep.
a so I want to go back just a second because you talked about having this conversion experience and people asking you how does it feel, and
Yep.
having a fairly limited understanding, and now with an education and coming a long way and maturing in Christian faith, you can look back. I think that's a misconception too, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it,
Mm.
that people need to have a like some sort of deep understanding of what this all is before they can be a Christian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think I've got two ways to go about explaining this. For me, like I just didn't know what I didn't know, right? So I said a prayer on a date, and although like my life wasn't like transformed in one single prayer, I started to walk in what I realized, right? Still
Uh,
didn't know everything, so it just took time to keep getting after it. And I didn't even know to tell anybody. Like, what do you mean? Why does that? Why am I a Christian now? Like, I just like rolled with it, not fully understanding it. I don't even know when it finally clicked that that's actually what had happened with that prayer, but it did at some point, right? Kept reading, kept staying plugged into community. So yeah, for me, it was just with time I realized what had happened on that particular day.